told myself that I was going to do a 1K a day challenge so that I could get this horror book drafted because I really want to draft it. And also I have free time now because my Black Witches book is still with my editor for notes, and my Caribbean High Fantasy that I drafted a couple months ago is with my agent now for notes. So I almost dropped something. I honestly have free time and I want to maximize that free time, and I want to work on this horror because it's like I'm really interested in doing it. And I was supposed to start 1K a day yesterday, and I promptly forgot I was supposed to do that because I was so busy because I had just gotten back from BookNet Fest and I was just like scrambling to get my life in order, and I needed to wash my hair and style it. So I didn't do anything. So 1K a day is starting today. I've set myself a goal of having 20K done by the end of this month. So today's the 10th. The end of the month is the 30th. That means if I write every day, I should have 20K done. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I just finished writing for the night. I already had about 1,500 words. And so I added 1,300. So I have about 3,000 words now, which is awesome. So today's day 2 of 20 and I have 3,000 words, so I'm ahead of the game. It was actually going to be day 1 because yesterday I didn't write. But now that I know that I'm like 1K ahead, I'm just going to like lump it all together. So yeah. Working from home today, so I woke up early so that I could write before like starting my work from home day. So I woke up at 7 so I could write for an hour and then start my work from home day. But I've already wasted half an hour struggling with my computer because my iPhoto and my iCloud sync is messed up, and it's not keeping space on my computer, which means that I can't upload new videos, and it's making it very difficult for me to get that stuff sorted. So I don't know, it's a very annoying morning to start. Now I have to write. I'm just very annoyed, so we'll see how this goes. Still struggling with my iCloud/iPhoto. I was on the phone for like over an hour with Apple trying to fix it, so I guess we'll see what happens. But I did write 2,000 words instead of just 1,000. I felt like I was on a roll. I'm just kind of rolling through the chapters, coming up with new ideas. That's kind of why I like doing my plantsing thing, is that I've set out the broad beats, but I have so much fluidity between those beats to like add in chapters or add in new ideas or change something. Anyway, today I got to learn about plants because I decided to make my main character obsessed with plants and gardening and like the life structure of plants and things like that and how she relates that to life. And I kill everything I try and grow. So I got to learn a lot about plants real quick. I was at work. I finished work. I had to do a little presentation, so that was a bit nerve-wracking. Work is a bit hectic right now. A lot of people have been leaving. So not because like any giant thing happened, it's just like happens to fall in a time when like a lot of people are kind of wanting to do different things in their lives. So that's created a bit of hecticness at work. I think it'll be fine. It's just a little bit stressful right now. But anyway, I got home. I'm gonna do some writing quick. I have a movie. I'm gonna go see It Chapter 2. I loved It Chapter 1. I love horror, and it's such a good horror movie. And it's so poignant as I write a horror book. So I'm gonna go see It Chapter 2 with myself. Because none of my friends could make it, and I go see movies by myself all the time. It's a date by myself. I get there early. I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna read The Merciful Crow by Margaret Owen while I wait. And yeah, so I'm just gonna see what writing I can get done. The movie's at 7, so I have to leave in like an hour about, so I'm gonna see what I can get done during this. I actually wrote 1,200 words in like not that much time. It was like honestly like 45 minutes about, so that was really good. Yeah, it's like coming along. I've just finished the debate, so that's the first act. So I went, I did the setup and the opening and like sort of theme stated, and then I did the inciting incident and the debate, and now I'm gonna try and like go into the break into act 2. So not right now, obviously. I said right now, but not right now, tomorrow. And then yeah, so now I have like a little bit of time to like watch YouTube and hang out, and then I'm gonna go to my movie. I woke up this morning, thoughts about It first. I went to see It Chapter 2 last night, and just so you know, trigger warning, the opening scene is a literal gay bashing scene. I know that it was in the book. I haven't read the book, but I chatted with some people and I know that it was in the book, but the book was also written in the 80s. And for a book that they're releasing now in 2019, they knew that the weird thing where the girl has sex with all of the guys wasn't for their own development, not for her development, for their plot development. Like, they knew that was gross and to not put that in the movie. So to me, you should have known that a like 7-minute scene of 2 gay men having the shit like beat out of them, like you should have known that that also didn't belong in the movie in 2019. So that's my take on it. Know that if you go into the movie, they also have some very regressive like statements about people who die by suicide, and like, so I just like so many aspects of the movie I couldn't even enjoy because I was so annoyed about that. Bill Hader was awesome. That is a positive about the movie, and that's like kind of the only positive I have. The first one, like chapter 1, is gold. Highly recommend. Chapter 2 could skip. Anyway, so I woke up this morning and I went to go write, and then I kind of saw that the first act was done, and I realized that what I really wanted to do is I want to go back and edit the whole first act. And I know that's like the rule against drafting is don't go back and edit, but I need to go back and edit because I need the first act. I like to have it as polished as possible because it helps me going forward writing, because I know, okay, this is the perfect, like this is how I want the voice to be, this is how I want the setting to be. Everything is really detailed in the first act, and it helps me move forward to the other acts having a really solid base. Yeah, so then I started doing that, and then I had to do a bunch of research. So I like pulled up Google Maps because I know the first act is set in Toronto, and so I like Google Mapped where she was gonna live and like how she was gonna get to her ex-boyfriend's house and like streetcars and stuff. And the thing I decided to do about my character is have her care for all these house plants. Like gardening is her thing, and so I'm watching a YouTube video about gardening now, and I have to clean up my room because my room is a giant mess. So I'm gonna listen and watch the YouTube video and a bunch of other YouTube videos about plants while I clean my room, and then everything will be clean and then I can start editing. filming while I'm walking because my bus is coming soon. So I managed to edit my whole first act, which was great. In editing it, I added like 400 words, so I'm probably not going to do 1K today, but that's fine because honestly, I'm ahead a day because of the other day when I did 2K, so I'm well ahead of schedule. I'm not worried. Now I'm going to a friend's birthday party, and yeah, then I'm gonna come back. Hello, it is Tuesday. So on the weekend I didn't do any writing at all, which is fine. I ended up reading over my first act like I wanted to. Sunday came and I just like didn't really feel like writing, and I was already ahead of schedule, so I just didn't bother. Monday and now Tuesday I have done my writing. I had like a brainwave and decided to add another point of view to the book to kind of like increase that horror element, and add something different to it. It is an adult point of view. It's an adult point of view used in a way that I've seen used in published YA books, so I'm not too worried about it. And like if pressed, I could probably make it a teen, though I think it makes sense as it is. So it's like a young adult, so it's like a person that's 20 years old and it's their point of view. But we're 20 or 21, should be out of school. 21. Early 20s character, but I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna add a really good element. So then I had to go back and I had to add their intro chapter into the first act. So then I added another 1,000 words to the first act, which is good because pacing wise, the first act actually has to be closer to 8,000 words. So that actually helped me a lot. I have done the break into act 2. It hasn't really gotten into the horror stuff yet, which is fine. Like it's still fine pacing wise. It's going to get to it soon though. And I'm at 9,000 words. So I'm actually almost 10,000 words. So I'm almost halfway through my 20K goal for the month. Yeah, feeling good. Feeling good about the book, especially with this new edition POV. Like I have so many ideas for like how this dynamic is gonna work, and I think it's gonna be really cool. It also gives me a really good comp title. I won't say my comp titles yet because they're like quite specific and they're quite good together. And I've now gotten to that point where like I kind of feel a bit paranoid about my ideas, so I'll keep that comp title thing to myself, but like that element really helps a lot. And it always helps me to have comp titles because then it makes it so much easier to pitch to people. They kind of get a really good idea for what it is right away. So excited. Hello. Today I'm doing something I don't normally do, so I'm gonna participate in a live write-in or writing sprints. I don't know, write-in. Kevlandia, so Kevin from Kevlandia is hosting a write-in with Laura Writes and Lindsay Puckett, and I'm a big fan of all three of those Authortubers, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try this because I haven't ever actually tried like a live YouTube write-in. I just know generally I don't like writing sprints, and it's because I like to write for a longer period of time versus just like writing for like 20 minutes and then stopping. So that's the thing. I'm gonna watch and I'm gonna know in my head that I can keep writing if I want to. I don't have to like stop and start if I don't want to, but it's kind of like a little bit more interactive, and I figured I would try it. So that's what I'm gonna be doing tonight to get some words in. I didn't write yesterday because I didn't feel like it. So I'd like to get some words in today, especially because it's getting towards the end of September. My baby sister is upset.
They use it just in place of anything. So now I'm very confused about what a widget is. Well, everyone, this week we are joined by
Laura and Lindsay, who is new. Raise the roof. Very close to 1,000 subs. Her link is in my.
Just finished watching the live writing chat and sprints with Kevin from Kevlandia and Laura Writes and Lindsay Puckett. Sorry, oh my gosh. I had to leave a little bit early because it's like 10 and I go to bed at like 10:30 because I'm an old person. Not really. I just like need 8 hours of sleep. So I left a little bit early so that I can like shower and go to bed. But it was really, really good. I actually like feel silly that I hadn't done any sprint stuff, things like that. I usually don't do sprints. I think because people have always offered on Twitter and it's like you just sprint and then you say your word count. And it's like, I don't know. I didn't really like the format, but I loved doing the like watching like Kevin and Laura and Lindsay, because it was like you did the sprint and then they like had a chat and you like chatted with everybody in the chat box. It was like a lot of fun, honestly. So now I'm like, oh, I gotta tune in every Thursday and like be involved because that was really fun. And I got 1,700 words written. So I only had to do 800 today. So yeah, I probably would have just done my 800 and gone. Even though I'm supposed to be doing 1K a day, but because I've been over other days, like to reach my 20K goal for the end of the month, I only needed to write 800 words. But I wrote way more because I was like involved in the sprint. So I'm going to try and do that every Thursday, or every Thursday they do their live show, if I can, because that was like a lot of fun. And that's kind of the end of today. I'm very hot and sweaty. So I'm gonna shower and then see if I can get my family to turn on that AC so I can not be so hot and sweaty. Good night. Day 20. That means it's the last day. That means we went from day 8 to day 20. And that's fine. But sometimes the vlog can't be a smooth day to day as I think it's gonna be. But that's not what matters. What matters is that I reached 20K. So I did meet my goal of getting 20K done for the month of September, which is really exciting for me. I just wanted to like have the book will obviously be much longer than 20K, but I just wanted to have a solid goal that kind of forced me to draft regularly, because otherwise I'm like loosey-goosey and I don't really have any like true word counts. And then if I like make it like a really huge word count, sometimes it can be a little bit discouraging and then I don't get as much done. So that's why I ended up just doing the 20K, and it's done for the month of September. I actually think I'm gonna actually have to revise my other book that I had sent to my agent, so I don't know that I'll get to continue drafting this horror. I would love to be able to work on it for Nano, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think I'm gonna have to edit either my Caribbean High Fantasy or my Black Witches book. But I enjoyed drafting it a lot. I'm still like in Act 2, obviously, but I think it's going to be a lot longer. I thought it was going to be like 75,000 words first draft, but I think it's going to be 80,000. I think part of that is because I have the 2 POVs. The second POV isn't as prominent, like it doesn't happen regularly, but it's like taking some time to establish. I think that's the thing about horror, is that you can spend a lot of time in the beginning like building up the mystery and intrigue, and then suddenly you hit a point in the middle and it's like all of the blood and gore and murders and creepy stuff. And I think that's kind of how mine is going. So I haven't hit that yet. So that's why still lots of establishing. But yeah, I reached my 20K. I'm very happy with myself. So that's great. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching this journey to 20K writing vlog video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, please, let me know in the comments. Please also subscribe if you haven't already. I do writing advice videos and vlogs like this and that sort of thing. So if you like that, definitely subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Bye!